Hello, my name is Aaron Igler. I'm with Greenhouse Media. We worked with the teaching artists and staff of Eastern State Penitentiary, as well as the talented and hardworking filmmakers at SCI Chester to produce a series of films for Hidden Lives Illuminated. Today I'd like to take a moment to talk about one of my favorite films, Paul M's Nostalgia. In the film, Paul addresses the challenges of growing up in a household without his father at home and the social disruption that long-term incarceration of a parent can have on that household, and more specifically a son's ability to connect with his father. Also, having grown up in the 80s myself, a time before the near instant gratification of streaming media, Paul's film resonates with me through its close reference to three classic sci-fi horror films of the time, including Neverending Story, Fright Night, and Flight of the Navigator. Without too many more words, why don't we watch Paul's film, and at the conclusion, I'll be back with a few more thoughts.
The year 1986. Vivid impressions wash over me. Precious moments being with my father. Together, just the two of us, engrossed in cinematic genius, captured in three of our favorite movies: The Neverending Story, Fright Night, and The Flight of the Navigator. My eyes drink in the sight of a proud and composed father. Show me a hero, and I'll write you a tragedy. My father, out on bail, indictment, murder. It's funny what we remember at such a young age. A year later, Pops is uprooted, sentenced to 6.5 to 15 years. A man-child forced to navigate maleness from 9 through 15 years old. A hostile terrain without Pops. Me and Pops have had many disagreements in the past 25 years that he's been home. We struggled to find a balance, culminating in 2014 and learning that my mother had passed away via Facebook. A great pain that I'm still learning to navigate. Still. Recently, I stayed up way past my usual 10:30 bedtime because Flight of the Navigator was on TV. With it, the flood of memories and nostalgia filled me. The next day, I couldn't wait to call my father and let him know what I had watched the night before. My father didn't even recall ever watching it.
Wow, what a great film. Congratulations, Paul. I'm struck by Paul's use of the F. Scott Fitzgerald quote, effectively reinforcing the complexity of his relationship with his father. A hero in his eyes, grandeur silhouetted against a tragic backstory of incarceration. The complexity suggested by the quote is also mirrored in Paul's choice of nostalgia as the title for the film. Nostalgia being that bittersweet feeling, memory and emotions intertwined, and is often triggered by something specific. In this case, a Hollywood film that Paul watches late one night, alone in his cell. The profound complexity of his relationship with his father is again brought into vivid focus by his verbal recounting of a conversation in which Paul tries to connect with his dad excitedly on a phone call about watching Flight of the Navigator together when he was a child, only to have the harsh realization that his father doesn't share the same memory. Thanks for watching. Please check out the other films and enjoy Hidden Lives Illuminated for all it has to offer.